What about the rundown? Mr. Oybek, who will first give the speech? It's from Tuscan or from our university?
If you're asking about the opening remarks speech now, so from the Tashkent State University of Law, it's going to be me, because
Okay.
well, I asked the rector and then some other authorities too, but unfortunately they all are in that meeting now, so we're having some serious issues, end of the year. We're reorganizing and rescheduling all the plans for the upcoming year. So that's why they're having some other meetings. So I'm going to represent the university from our side though.
Okay. Sure. So maybe Ms. Tina can be the moderator for this opening session. And then because Mr. Orbek will be the representative of Tuscan.
Sure.
Yeah. What do you think, Ms. Tina? Okay, Ms. Tina is ready.
Her microphone is muted, I believe. Ms. Nina's microphone is muted.
Okay. Ms. Tina, you are muted.
Could you please wait for a moment? My battery is low. I think I have to move to place. Just wait a minute.
Sure.
I have to move.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
So how many students are here?
We have
So
got
from your
33 students, maybe 23 from our university and 15 from Tuscan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nice. Nice the operation, by the way, Mr. Oybek. Hopefully it will run well.
Thank you. So today is like for the next 3 days, we're going to present it like on a daily basis, right?
Yeah.
So okay, just like that agenda you sent us.
Yeah. By the way, this program is recorded, and then we'll go live on our YouTube channel. And then I'll send you the link later.
Sure. Thank you.
Wait, we are waiting for Ms. Nina to start the program.
Well, I should apologize beforehand if I am going to mispronounce any of your names, though. Like it truly is an amazing though that we have this meeting, but things happen and we might have some errors in mispronouncing the names. So apologies.
Yeah. By the way, our vice rector is not from English department, but he will try to deliver the English.
So this is the most important thing about it is English, right? Like English unites everybody here, like worldwide. No matter what we do, no matter where we are.
Yeah, you're right. Wait.
Okay, can we start now?
wait, it's Adhan here. Miss Nina,
Yeah.
we start maybe in 1 minute.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What time is it there, Mr. Roy? Like, it's
It's yes, 20 past 9. So I say like the time difference between us and Indonesia is like 2 hours thing. So
yeah.
you guys are 2 hours ahead of Tashkent time.
Are we waiting for the other participants?
No, we are not waiting for anyone. We
Oh.
have got 37 participants in our Zoom meeting. So I think all of them are already here.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, the other will be over in 2 seconds. 1, 2. Okay, Miss Ina, you can start.
Okay. Good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
The Honorable, the Dean of International and Comparative Law Faculty, and then the Honorable, the Vice Rector of Student and Cooperation Affairs, Bureki, the Honorable, the Head of Foreign Language, Mr. Oybek Tosmatov, and then the Honorable Miss Mirgia Zofa Munisa, the Dean of Faculty of Letters, Bapak Ahmad Yusuf Firdaus, and all beloved participants from Indonesia and Uzbekistan. It's good to be here today to see you all because this is a very good day for us, for both of us. And
Miss Nina, you are muted. You are muted, Miss Nina. Hello. Miss Nina, you are muted. Sorry. Hello.
okay. Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the International Short Course Program held by Faculty of Letters, Universitas Abdurrahman Saleh, Situbondo, Indonesia, and Department of Foreign Languages, Tuscan State University of Law, Uzbekistan. My name is Nina Febrino Vitasari, and I will be the moderator for today's event. And ladies and gentlemen, together with us, I'm sorry, we have done with the greeting, yeah. Now let me continue with the rundown. Today we will have the opening session from the Dean of International and Comparative Law Faculty. And then the second welcome speech will be delivered by the Vice Rector of Student and Cooperation Affairs, Universitas Abdurrahman Saleh Situbondo, followed by the lecture delivered by Mr. Oybek Tosmatov. Okay. Now, without further ado, we will move to the first session, which is the opening. Please welcome the Dean of International and Comparative Law Faculty from Uzbekistan.
Okay, well, the our dean, the dean of the International Law and Comparative Legislation, Ms. Laura, she really wanted to participate in this event, but unfortunately, she has some difficulties at home. Therefore, she just couldn't come. So I'm really sorry for this, and my apologies. So I am going to represent, and I'm going to talk on behalf of her too. So see, when we always have like some thoughts in us, when we have some ideas. So the whole point of like creating, generating, and further development of ideas is all with the help of sharing. So when we share our ideas probably grow larger and eventually become some plans, and then further when those plans are implemented, they become something very important, which will help not only for not only for us, but on a global scale as well. And the universal tool of delivering those ideas is a language now. Okay, so now we all are here due to the help of, like, due to the fact that we all can speak, we all can deliver and understand and have our thoughts explained in English language now. So English is like a bridge which unites the nations now. And another good feature of like having this kind of a meeting is that with the help of this kind of meetings, we can find out more about the culture of different countries now. So like the term globalization is one unique term which unites. It literally unites on a positive scale of all the nations worldwide and makes us like one unique state now, since we're all are the human beings now, and we all tend to have this feature of having like collaborative acts together. And so when we collaborate, we can, as I've mentioned earlier in the beginning of my speech, we can further develop our thoughts, and our thoughts can further be implemented for the sake of the world too. So on behalf of Tashkent State University of Law, and on behalf of our dean and our rector, good, and then all the other students, and particularly on behalf of the Department of Foreign Languages, I thank you all the organizers of this event. Thank you the vice rector, and then thank you the Mr. Ahmad, the dean, and then all the students who are participating in this event. And I say that this is truly an honor for us to have this meeting now, and this is and I believe this is the first but not the last meeting we will have in the future. And then all the meeting is eventually will lead to our ideas to grow more and become and serve for the sake of the humanity in the future too. So thank you for inviting us, and this is probably all I should say for the opening session. So thank you once more.
Thank you, Mr. Obek, for this speech. So this is all about English. Yeah, English is what makes our dreams come true. So we can hold this event today. Okay, thank you. And then next we will have another welcome speech delivered by the Vice Rector, Bu Reki. The time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The Honorable the Dean and Head of Foreign Language Department, the Honorable student of Uzbekistan and Indonesia, welcome to Indonesia. I am Reti Jawati and the student and cooperation affairs Universitas Situbondo. I would like to welcome you to this short course program on culture, literature, and tourism conducted by Universitas Situbondo in collaborations with the Department of Foreign Language, Tuscan, University of Law. This program is done to promote our countries, Indonesia, and before we get started, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to those generously helped us make this event come true. Mr. Ante, Ms. Minisa, we could not have that without you. I would also like to get students from Uzbekistan and Indonesia who have all been chosen to be part of this program. Your presence help us all unite, and the energy we share is what allows us to achieve our goals. I think that's all my speech, and if I have many mistakes. I apologize to you all. Enjoy the short course and goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you for the welcome speech, Bu Reiki. Okay, because it's already 11:30 here in Indonesian time, I think it will be better for us to start the lecture that will be delivered by Mr. Oybek Tosmatov. For your information, Mr. Oybek Tosmatov is the head of Department of Foreign Languages, Tuscan State University of Law, and today he will deliver the topic on education in Uzbekistan. So hopefully after listening from him today, we can learn many things about Uzbekistan, and we can share how education in Indonesia and in Uzbekistan are, whether they are similar or different. So we can learn a lot from him today. Okay, Mr. Oybek Tosmatov, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ms. Nina. Now, is there any way you could give me the co-host feature so that I can display
yeah.
my presentation, get a little presentation too?
Then you
Okay,
can
thank
share your screen now.
Okay. Good. Is it visible to everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you for giving me the privilege to start this event. So the starting point of event for this session, I'd like to start with little information about the education system in the Republic of Uzbekistan, and then like give you some thoughts and some insights about how education is organized in Uzbekistan. Good, a couple of new things. Good, and then the whole dynamic process of education happening in our country nowadays, though. So to start from this feature, we should always be aware that the education is a dynamic process, as I've mentioned earlier. And I would like to start with a little information about our country first. So this is going to be a very brief information. So when you think of the Uzbekistan, Uzbekistan is considered as the ancient cradle between Amudarya and Sirdarya. So, like from ancient times, people used to settle good on the banks of the rivers, good where the water was, so that it was easy for them to commute, good to have trade with other countries with the help of the water sources there. So then Amudarya and Sirdarya are two giant rivers in Central Asia, and Uzbekistan is right in the middle of those two big rivers there. So it's probably is the most historically fascinating country of the Central Asian republics. Okay, so and within it, there are some of the oldest towns in the world, like Samarkand, Bukhara. You probably heard of Bukhara too from the hadiths of Imam al-Bukhari too. So, and Uzbekistan it was one of the most important resting places on the Silk Road's main route now. So if you have read the history, and I'm sure you are aware what the Silk Road is, the Great Silk Road, which stretched from Europe up to China and probably further to the other countries too. Probably you went to Indonesia as well. So Uzbekistan occupies the heartland of Central Asia, meaning that if you think of the Central Asia, Uzbekistan is right in the center of that Central Asian continent as well. So like when you think of those Central Asian countries, so that suffix they have in common is the word stan, right? So we have Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and then some others as well, Kazakhstan as well. So all of them are the stan countries. Now that's what they probably are known to those part of the world as well. So of course, for the quite a long period of time, Uzbekistan was under the influence of Soviet Empire first, and then the Soviet Union, and then in 1991, in September, our country got its independence. Now, as you could see in this picture, the first picture is the flag of the republic here. Good, and then we have the Registan Square. It's the heart of the ancient monument in Samarkand. It's called the Registan Square, and these buildings were probably one of the ancient buildings in Central Asia, with the history which stretches back to 2,000 years and more. Good. So as you can see, this is the little map of our country. Got all those stand countries like Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, and Uzbekistan is right in the middle. The full name of our country is Republic of Uzbekistan. Good. The area is around 440,000 square kilometers, probably a little more. So population is around 34.8 million people. Good. So the capital city is Tashkent. Good. Tashkent, and its population is around 4.5 million people. Good. Mostly the diversity of people who live in Uzbekistan are like around 80% of people are Uzbeks, and then we have some other multinational people as well. So we have Russian people, Tajik, Kazakh, Karakalpak, the Tatar people, and then all the other nations as well. So Uzbekistan is basically a multinational country. Good. So the official language is the Uzbek. Good, and then probably informal second language is the Russian. Most people tend to speak Russian, apart from Uzbek language as well. And then the English has also grown large recently. So like the young population now probably tend to speak more English rather than Russian though. So religion in Uzbekistan is like 88% of people are Muslims. Besides that, we have some other religions as well. We have the Eastern Orthodox people. We have the Catholic people who practice their languages in our country as well. So as I've said, the government is the republic, and then the president is Mr. Shavkat Mirziyoyev. He's the current president of our republic now. Good. Now, talking of the education system, and then like things organized in Uzbekistan in terms of delivering knowledge, educating young people. So we divide the sections into three groups. So we have the preschool education, secondary general education, and general secondary education. That's apart from the higher education. So these three stages are the stages which pupils should pass to get to the higher education. Okay. So basically the preschool education aims at the formation of healthy and vibrant personality of the child prepared for school, and it carries out to 6 to 7 years in the family, and then at a kindergarten, and then some other educational institutions as well, regardless of ownership. Okay. Okay. So can you see the slide right now?
Yes, but it's still slide 1.
This is still slide 1. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna do it once more, refresh it, and let's see if you can see it this time now. Is it visible now?
Yes. Is it? Are you displaying slide 1?
So how about now?
Yeah. Okay. This is slide 3, right?
Yeah, that's the slide 3. I'm sorry, I was doing this thing. Yeah, well, let me go back to the slide 2 then. Yes, you can see that it's a flag of Uzbekistan and the Samarkand, the Registan Square in Samarkand too. And that's the little map, the territorial map of the Republic of Uzbekistan, and all the information I've mentioned earlier. Yes, that's the slide number 4, the preschool, secondary school, and general secondary school education. So as I was talking about the preschool education, the most important feature of this stage is to deliver the healthy and vibrant personality of the child. Healthy and vibrant personality. See, like those words mean a lot to in education as well. So the secondary general education or like primary education too. So it starts from class 1 to class 4. So class 1 to class 4, basically the pupil study in a stage which is called the primary education. It's part of the secondary general education as well. So primary education, and then the secondary education, general secondary education starts from, it also starts from classes 5 to 11. Sorry, there's a little misprint here. Good. Basically, what students do there is like all the education in that period of time is free. So students can study for free there. Students can get their knowledge. Students can get their all the features for free. So it's like government funded. Good. And we do also have some other private schools as well, apart from the public schools. And the strategy there is slightly different. Of course, we all know the private schools always cost some certain amount of money, whereas the public schools are always free. Good. So now let me elaborate more on those stages now. So primary education, as I said, is aimed at laying the foundations of literacy, knowledge, and skills necessary for general secondary education. Kind of like the primary education, where the classes from 1 to the grades from 1 to 4, and in the first class of school, children take 6 or 7 years. I'm sorry, 6 or 7 classes a day. So general secondary education, whereas it's necessary knowledge and skills of independent thinking, organizational ability, and practice experience. Okay, so the initial career counseling and choice of the next stage of education too. So for the development of the abilities and talents of children can be created specialized schools. So when we say the specialized schools, we should think of those certain schools which primarily focus on the interest areas of students now. Okay, so we do have kind of a schools which are like we do have the vocational schools which tend to deliver the skills rather than the knowledge. Okay, so and then we do have some other types of schools too, which primarily focus on developing, let's say, if it's the exact science like math or the physics. Now we do have some the humanitarian classes as well, which stress on improving the knowledge of like history, languages, the literature. Good in those particular classes though. Good. So the secondary specialized or the vocational education, good, is like it's something slightly different. So when students basically study at the secondary schools for 9 years, good, or for 11 years now, they do have the choice now. After graduating, they could take they could continue their classes whether in the colleges or the specialized technicums or the lyceums or on vocational schools as well. So the basis of general secondary education is compulsory independent kind of continuing education system. So this is not this is not like 100% mandatory. So the students have choice whether to take up these classes or go to the or stay at school and graduate the school and then go to the higher educational facility. Okay, so the secondary specialized vocational education provides an in-depth study of basic knowledge and training to independent practical work, as I've mentioned earlier as well, and in their chosen profession as an analyst now. So students are going to choose a specific area of interest in this stage of education, and then that area of interest is going to be stressed mostly on this part of their educational life now. So educational institutions of secondary specialized and professional education are academic lyceums, professional colleges, as I've mentioned, which provide the necessary organizational, educational, logistical, and psychological conditions for the realization of goals of the students. So basically, all those educational institutions have one universal aim to develop implement the specialized skills which students need in their chosen area. Okay. The next part here comes the higher educational system. Good. So higher educational system in Uzbekistan starts once the students graduate their secondary education or their primary education, the 11th grade. So they have a chance to go and take the state exams. Okay, so we do have a state exams, which are usually run in the end of the summer. So probably in July or August, we usually have these like common state exams. Now students go and take the exam, and according to their exam results, they're accepted to certain universities now. So they do have their choice of choosing up to 5 universities, and then the points they've gained on their exam rate will give them an opportunity to either to be accepted or to choose some certain educational institutions on their own likes though. So the higher educational system institutions basically have this idea of realizing educational and professional programs according to the state educational standards, irrespective of patterns of ownership and departments subordination. So, and on higher educational, the students have a chance to practice and improve their scientific and pedagogical establishments as well. Good, they can perform research works, good, necessary for higher educational development as well. So basically the state bodies formation and also the enterprises subordinate this whole process, and they basically help to organize the whole process as well. And students have an opportunity to either to get accepted on a paid education or free of charge education. So basically the free of charge education is like when they get the highest points, they are accepted on a scholarship. They can get a scholarship at the universities too. And if they have some certain, probably a little less than the other the comparators, so they will be offered to study on a paid-based education. So they pay a certain amount of money, and then they can study at universities too. And that's also another good feature for our students, that they don't have to like wait till the other year, till next year or so. They have an opportunity to continue their education on that feature, but only on a paid basis though. So yeah, that was the higher education. And one more thing which is worth mentioning about this particular stage is also that well, there are more than like 600 universities around the country. Those are the local universities. And one of the bigger ones are considered as the University of National University in Uzbekistan. We do have some technical universities, and then probably University of Law is the leading legal research center both in Uzbekistan and in Central Asia as well. Good. So those who would like to improve their and to learn and improve their law skills, they come to University of Law, basically. And besides that, we do have some other international branches of other universities as well, which will also deliver their own specific programs. Good. And then all programs are also up to date, and students can choose them as well. Good. So the higher education has 2 steps. A bachelor degree and then a master degree. So the bachelor degree is the base higher education, which gives the fundamental and applied knowledge, a direction of preparation with duration of training not less than 4 years. So basically the baccalaureate is like, it lasts for 4 years. And then we have the master's degree, good, which is the higher education with fundamental and applied knowledge on a specific area. Okay, so, and then this particular period lasts around in some educational facilities, it's 1 year. In others, it's like for 2 years or so. It depends on the institution itself. Good. So that's basically is the 2 stages of the higher education. And probably the third is the postgraduate education, good, which is probably is the same worldwide, and is aimed at meeting the needs of society and scientific and pedagogical personnel. So basically those who choose to further proceed their career and to further proceed their research work go to the postgraduate education, which can be obtained in higher education and research institutions now. So, and the procedure for preparation of scientific and pedagogical staff, awarding the academic degrees, the titles determined. Okay, so this whole thing is up to the university itself now. So if you think of, if you take an example of our University of Law, we do have these the special PhD programs as well. Good. And the postgraduate education in our university lasts for around 2 to 3 years, depending on the type of the the area they've chosen, basically. Okay, so the postgraduate applicants can also choose to be an independent researchers, which also will give them some privilege. They can both work and continue their research work. Good, and this process also lasts for 3 years, basically. Good. So now I wanted to share a little information about the University of Law itself too. Okay, so Tashkent State University of Law is a public higher educational institution. It's one of the leading Uzbek legal research centers. It is located in the capital city, Tashkent. Do we have any questions? No? Thank you. So yeah, basically the university is one of, as I've mentioned earlier, is one of the leading universities renowned as a national center of legal science and education. And the prestige of our universities is widespread locally, and is also popular in the Central Asia as well. So we do have some other international students from all those 10 countries as well, all those 5 countries around in the Central Asian continent. So the university comprises 12 specialized and 3 general studies departments. So basically, this thing has changed recently, and now we have the 4 major faculties at university. We do have the faculty of the criminal justice, we have the faculty of public law, we have the faculty of private law and business law, and then also the faculty of international law and comparative legislation, which is a new branch, a new faculty, and those 4 faculties comprise the university itself now. And then besides that, we do have 16 specialized law colleges throughout the country, throughout Republic, and then 1 academic lyceum, which also basically is the pre-university school, pre-university school, which also has its own reputation and its own way of teaching the classes now. So yeah, these are the major buildings of the university. As you can see, that 2-story building is a pretty ancient building, and the building below was established in 1875, and since then it is considered as a national heritage of the country too. So, and besides that, one good thing about our university is that our university tends to expand these international relations too. So international cooperation of SUL, Tashkent State University of Law, is basically based on more than 30 agreements with foreign universities throughout the country, throughout the continent. It's in Europe, in Asia, and in the United States as well. So we also are in good relationship with the Nagoya University, the Boston College in United States, and then all the other universities too. So this is a good thing about the collaborative feature of our university. Good. Now, for the last part of my speech, I really wanted to share a little video, good, which is about the university. Good, if you just allow me to share this video. This video is like 3 minutes long. It highlights the most like idyllic features of our university. This isn't a recent video. The video was shot like 2 years ago, but yet this one is the video which I found it just brief and which is pretty informative too. Okay, so just give me 1 second and I'll run this video on my screen. Okay. So there it is.
cannot see your video.
Yeah, just a second. I'm just gonna
Okay.
stop this demonstration, and I am gonna run the other one now. Good. Is it visible now?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, right. Not the tech savvy. Just gonna open it. This one. Okay, just a second. Okay. Let me run this. Here we go. So is it visible?
Not yet. Yeah, yeah, I can see your windows.
Okay, so I'm just gonna run this video now. Okay, good. So, and then if you have any questions, we can discuss it afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good, dear participants. Good. I believe you were able to get a glimpse of that part of the city we were teach, the location, and the certain programs we have now. And now the next part will be the Q&A section. So if you have any questions, good, any particular features you're interested in, feel free, and you can ask us. We will be happy to answer all to you too.
Okay, we're inviting questions from the participants. If you have any questions that interest you, please use the feature raise hand, or maybe you can also type your questions on the chat box. Okay, is there any question? Okay, Mr. Oybek Tosmatov has shown us some parts of Tuscan city, and it is indeed a beautiful city. Last night, I also browsed from the internet because I feel curious about how Tuscan looks like, and I saw many beautiful pictures on the internet, and it makes me what is it? It makes me hope that one day maybe I have a chance to go there. Okay, we're still inviting some questions from you. You can use the raise hand feature, and you can also type your questions on the chat box.
It's working.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yes, I'm sorry. There was a little thing. So yeah, well, what I was saying was like the Tashkent is pretty unique city because it's the capital of the central country of in Central Asian the region, and we do have pretty interesting and pretty historic buildings. Good. So, and then the culture within the city also is pretty diverse. As you've noticed, we do have many nations living in one harmony, good, in a country, which makes it also pretty interesting compared to the other stand countries as well. So I should say that we invite you all to come to Tashkent too. Like, it's pretty hospitable city. You're going to love it when you come. So this is going to be a moment for you guys to remember too. So do we have any questions?
Oh yes, somebody chat me saying that she will type her questions on the chat box. Maybe we can wait for the question. Oh yeah.
If they're going to type it on the chat box, it works for me too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, we also have the chat box feature on the YouTube channel. Oh yeah, this is I think we've got one question from Intan, Mr. Oybek. Assalamualaikum, Mr. Oybek. And everyone, I want to ask about the secondary education on your PPT. Do the students taking the specialized school study all the subjects offered by the school, or do they have the privilege to choose any subjects they like? Okay, thank you for the question, Intan.
Thank you for your question too. Though, if you just allow me to shut my video off because I'm having some technical difficulties. I don't want to be cut off in the middle of giving an answer though. So yeah, the secondary education, as I mentioned earlier, so the stages, the primary education, the secondary education, secondary specialized education. So if you're asking about the question regarding the secondary education itself, all the classes there are mandatory, and all the subjects and that stage are assigned by that we have this special organization, which is the Department of Secondary and Secondary Specialized Education. So the specialists there, basically they assign all those subjects which are necessary for the students to learn on the secondary education. But if you think of the secondary specialized education, there it's slightly different, because on secondary specialized education, students can take up their subjects according to their the area of interests. Now, if they're going to study, let's say, if they would like to pick up some to learn some law, okay, to study the legislature, they don't really have to stick with some other classes like math or a literature or so they solely specialize in a narrow range of subjects, which will help them to develop their specific area of interest too. So this is slightly different. As I've said, the secondary education, good. So then the secondary specialized education. So the secondary specialized education isn't the mandatory, good. It's voluntary. Those are the special colleges, the lyceumas, good, the vocational schools, and so some opportunity for the young generation not to waste their time, and then to actually
Kayaknya putus ya.
Putus apa? Hello, Mr. Are you back? Hello.
Sorry, Mr. Oybek has some problems with internet connection. So
yeah, well, I'm sorry.
Please.
I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you, Ms. Muniz. Hello. Yeah, I'm experiencing these little technical difficulties again. I'm sorry for this inconvenience. So yeah, if you guys have some more questions, I'll be happy to answer. If not, then
so again, some problem with the connection. If you have question, I can help with answering them.
Okay, maybe that has already answered the question. Maybe
There is
Intan
one
ya?
more, yes?
Yeah, maybe Intan asked the question because here in Indonesia we have such kind of specialized school, and it is slightly different from what has been explained by Mr. Oybek, because here the students should take the specialized class, not specialized school. When they are in 11 and 12th grade, they should take which major that they like, that they yeah, that is suitable with their skill.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I think we have another question here.
How long about this one is?
Yeah, the question is from Ivan. I have something, little question about Uzbekistan. How many? What languages? Yeah, what languages? And then I watch PPT have alphabet Kirill. Can speak Kirill like Russian. Oh, so he asked, what languages do people in Uzbekistan speak? What languages? And then second question is Kirill alphabet. Okay.
So thank you for the question. Our state language is Uzbek. So we have experienced different kind of alphabet system in Uzbekistan. Nowadays, it's being some kind of shift to Latin alphabet, but still there are some kind of documents that are written in Kirill too. So both of them are used, but the state language is Uzbek. So Russian and other languages are regarded as foreign language. So people tend to learn them as foreign language, but Russian is also widespread in our country. Some people can choose to study in Russian schools instead of studying in Uzbek, because they have such kind of opportunities for people. They may just choose study in Uzbek, so in Russian school, and nowadays there is also a tendency to study in foreign schools. There are specialty in English. Their major will be in English.
Okay.
So, and there is also one question: how long do the students study at school daily? It also differs. Is it primary school or secondary school? In primary school, just students study 5 days a week. So usually they have approximately 4 or 5 classes. When they just move to secondary school, they will study for 6 days, and so they will have less than 6 lessons a day.
Okay.
So there's
Yeah.
also one question, if I'm not mistaken. I want to ask preschool period, it is done in the family area or there are special institutions that are specialized teachers like schools in general?
I want to ask in preschool period. Family resources.
So all the so as we told before, there are most schools are just government schools. Nowadays there is also private schools too. So if a family okay, if children wants to go to school, they have to choose from their districts. This is like division in the city. It will be just correct to give some kind of their children to kind of school that is located in their district, but they also can choose special schools that may be far away from their home. It's just their choice.
Okay.
And about how is the teaching and learning system during the pandemic? Oh, interesting question. So nowadays, if I talk about university studies, we have just mixture of online and offline lessons.
Blended.
So, yes, blended learning, but major is offline. So we are just delivering lessons on Zoom, and also we have face-to-face classes now. But most examinations last year held online. So during the period of pandemic, we studied online, of course, by using different kind of applications for online studying, and of course, exams also were in written form. Students just submit their work on our special platform that is called Moodle platform. So we worked with them online, and some elements are still kept in our studies too. What about your university?
Yeah, it's quite the same. But in big cities like in the capital city of Indonesia, like capital city of each province, the education system last year was all the year was done online. But it is different. It was different from those cities. Here we in Situbondo, in our campus, we had blended learning because the level of the safety level is what is it? It is possible for us to have blended meeting, blended learning.
Thank you so much. And there is one question, if I'm not mistaken, it's in Indonesian language.
Oh yeah, this is the question is in Indonesian. Maybe I can help you translate the question.
Okay, thank you.
Oh yeah, during the pandemic, Indonesia has strengthened the procedure, the system in education. What about there? Apakah di sana oh yeah, what about people in Uzbekistan? I think this is the student. I think this refers to the students. Do students there also are required to wear mask and other
To wear mask.
procedures? Yes.
Yes, we have special procedure even now. So yes, just for safety measures, it's better to use masks, of course, keeping some social distance. What else? So yeah, using some kind of so refreshing the rooms. We are just keeping this kind of measures still. Because so even in summer and autumn we had some spread of this kind of virus still. So nowadays just the level a little bit decreased, but in order to protect our students and teachers. We are wearing masks, keeping the distance, keeping all the safety measures too.
So wearing a mask is a must, right? Yeah, it's better to
Yes.
avoid the virus.
Yes, but
Okay.
besides, most of them were vaccinated, and both students and teachers.
Okay. We're still inviting other questions from you.
If you have, please.
Okay. Maybe I don't know. This is my own curiosity. I really want to see how Tashkent State University of Law looks like. Do you have some pictures of it?
Okay, let me just search.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just searching for it. So by the way, it's situated in capital city, the Tashkent, and university is also situated in the center of the city. So when I find the picture, I will show you. So we have 3 buildings for studying. It's not like campus because Mr. Abek already mentioned. It's just the building that was built some years ago. It's one of the historical heritages, so we are still using these buildings. Buildings like dormitory are situated a little bit far away, but we have convenient underground system by which the students can commute, come to the lessons, so in short period of time. Okay, our building, our department is located in building number 3. So we just now, if I have some pictures, I will show you. Just a minute. To stall. Slow. Let me just share my screen. Can I have a chance? So university pictures. So, dear participants, can you see? So,
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
Can you see now?
Not yet, Miss.
Not yet. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me just refresh one more time. Oh my God. Okay, maybe for tomorrow's lesson, I will prepare special with pictures of the university. So
Okay, it's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. I think we have another question, Miss Monisa,
Okay, please.
and she wants to ask. She wants to talk with you. Okay, Arini, where is Arini?
I
Arini?
couldn't find the
Yes, miss.
now.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Can I talk about my question?
Okay, please.
Okay, so talking about education in Uzbekistan, based on your presentation, I saw that education in Uzbekistan is really amazing. As a next generation, especially us, some of us and some of the people still have the mindset that education is not that really important. So, what is your opinion about that mindset? And how is your motivation to make them change their mindset? I think that's my question. Thank you. Miss, is my question clear?
Yeah. It's clear. Where is Miss Monisa? I cannot see her on the screen.
Hello, Miss Munisa.
Is she logged out?
I don't know. I cannot find her name on the list.
Ayo tanya lagi, Alvin, nanya Vin. 6.
Maybe anyone from Tuscan can
Tuscan.
help us question. I think we still have some people from Tuscan here. The students, maybe.
Please excuse me for some minutes.
Sure, sure. Hello, anyone from Tuscan State University? How are you? Hello. Hello. Would you like to turn on the camera for a while? We need to have photo session. We need to take a photo for the documentation. Would you like to turn on the camera for a while? Okay. Oh. Okay, welcome back, Miss Munisa.
Where is she? Oh yeah.
Welcome back.
Sorry. There was some kind of problem with internet connection. So sorry for it. So about the question, student's question, yes, she told about mindset of education, importance of education, and some people think it's not important. Yes. Okay. So nowadays in our country, there are lots of opportunity for students, especially nowadays there is a connection with different kind of universities. Lots of foreign universities are opening. opening their branches in Uzbekistan, especially in our capital city. So lots of people have opportunity to study. They can afford it. So if they study, they can work in prestigious places. That is why I guess there is no tendency like education is not important. Of course, if any student studies well at school or other educational establishment, they have opportunity to study at university, get education, get higher education, become professional in these spheres. All these kind of opportunities are provided by the government, so that I guess there shouldn't be such kind of mindset from anybody. So if you do not study, not get some kind of degree, so the life will be much more difficult.
Okay, Arini, does it answer your question?
Yes, Miss. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for the question.
Do we have another question? Somebody is okay. Oh, Akil. Akil, do you want to speak? So Miss Munisa?
Is that okay if I ask directly?
Yeah, sure.
Actually, what I want to ask that's about is there any specific differentiated based on the environment right there? Because we all know that we have different culture. So in Uzbek, is there any specific differentiate based on the environment that might not be found in another country?
Sorry, so you mean that environment, so we are multicultural and does it affect to study, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so in Uzbekistan, it's multinational country, so I guess there is no some kind of difficulty in communication. As they're multicultural, it's the best way to learn foreign languages. For example, there used to be lots of people from Russia, so I guess most people in Uzbekistan know Russian as their second language now. So if there are many languages, many nations, so it's just good opportunity to study. If there is no any kind of barriers, yes, barriers to, I don't know, to work, to communicate. It's just they're collaborating. There is no such kind of barriers to study or to work. Just we work in we live in balance.
Okay. Does this answer the question?
Yes,
Gil?
yes, miss. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your question too.
That's my pleasure.
Okay, Miss Munisa, we also have another question from Dinda. Okay, Dinda, you can speak to Miss Munisa.
Yeah, I want to ask, is religion education also tough in Uzbek? And with a majority Muslim religion, what about the other religion?
So the essence of your question is religion and to study. Is there some kind of barriers to study? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much. As we told about, so mentioned about that most people in our country are sorry.
Miss Munisa, I think you are muted. Hello, Miss Munisa.
Your microphone is muted, Miss Munisa.
Sorry for the noise. So most people in our country are Muslim. So, but there are also other religions too. In our main document in Constitution, it's stated that all people have equal rights. It doesn't matter gender or some kind of religious perspective or other kind of things. So for studying, they don't have any kind of difficulties. It doesn't matter what kind of religion do people just believe, but they are equal in the sphere of education, medicine, or any social practice. They have the same equal rights in our country.
Okay, is it clear?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you too for your question.
Okay.
Mhm.
Other question, please.
If no one has a question, I think I have a question, Miss Nina.
Oh yeah. Okay, please, Pak Yusuf.
Okay, Miss Munisa, do you have a kind of international student exchange program? I mean the offline student exchange program.
Actually, by this kind of question, we have special department, international Department of International Affairs. They have signed some kind of memorandums with the university, and they are sending some students for exchange programs. Only with those universities, if I'm not mistaken, but I will clarify this matter.
Oh, okay. So you have, and maybe we need more information related
Regarding.
to the student exchange program. Who knows, some of our students are interested in participating in the program. They can go to Tuscan.
Okay. Thank you.
Miss Nina, please.
Yeah. Dear participants, do you have another question? Yeah, we're still inviting some questions. You can use the chat box, and if you want it, you can also talk directly to Miss Manisa. Yeah, Miss Munisa, I have read that Uzbekistan has been, was once the center of Islamic education. Could you please share a little bit about it with us?
Yes, thank you so much. So in the Middle Ages, yes, there was a Renaissance in our Central Asian countries. As you know, at this period of time, what to say, Arabic language was mostly used as the alphabet of this language. Most scholars just
Sorry, I cannot hear you. Maybe you can speak louder.
Now it's okay?
Oh,
Can you
yeah,
hear me now?
yeah.
Okay. So most of our scientists just worked and wrote their some kind of books on Arabic letters. So the religion was Islamic, of course, in nowadays, but they made some contribution to the science. Like we have scientists like Biruni, who created globe. Okay, who was found on mathematics, who created different kind of rules of mathematics. So at this period of time, religion and science were developing together, all together. So I guess at this period of time, the Islamic religion was very developed in countries. That's why it was called like Center of Islamic Science and Religion. So our country was, many people just made contribution to this field. So it's just developed all these years. And a lot of scholars wrote their books on it, not only science, but in religion matters too. For example, in Samarkand, we have a mosque of Al-Biruni, Al-Bukhari, I guess you know. He wrote lots of hadith. and he made a contribution to religious matters too. That's why it was called center.
Okay, yes, really interesting history. For the explanation.
Thank you too for the question too.
Yeah. Another question?
I guess no
Please.
questions.
Do we still have questions? Yeah. We have not heard students from Tuscan.
Tashkent.
Yeah. How many students are joining us today? I mean, the ones from Tuscan.
I guess more than 20
We have
now.
some. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. We have many.
I guess they will be much more interested in your lectures because it will be something new for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, if your students or anybody has question, maybe tomorrow we will continue after the lecture. It doesn't matter this topic or tomorrow's topic. We will try to find some answers for them.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so it's 12:30 now.
Yeah.
So we will continue the lecture tomorrow with. Is it with you? With you?
That's me.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to have a photo session.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Oh
we
well,
have
we
one
still
more
have
part.
another question. Is it okay, Miss Munisa?
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah. This is from Alvin. Alvin, do you want to speak to Miss Munisa? Yeah. He's
No,
asking
Miss.
about scholarships.
About scholarship. So by the way, scholarship exists only in higher education. In some years, there was a little bit change in scholarship system. They are just, we have two kind of studying. Some of them for government grants, some students just take contracts. So both of them can get scholarship from the government on a monthly basis. But in recent, if I'm not mistaken, in 2 years, there is a change that if students want to get scholarship, they can get it. If they doesn't want, they will just pay a contract with reduced amount of money. But there is also other scholarship programs, like we have special scholarship that is for first year students, the presidential scholarship for those students who got maximum scores in entering the university. Besides that, if the student will study well during the study, there is special state scholarship that will provide them some kind of opportunity to enter, to continue their study in master degree.
Miss Munisa, I'm sorry I didn't quite follow you. What are the requirements for the international students to get the scholarships? Do they have to take TOEFL or TOEFL? What is it? What do you have? The English test you have in Tashkent. TOEFL?
For international students, we don't have, if I'm not mistaken, if they're studying abroad scholarship, they have only for those students who study in our universities. So there is no such requirement to get some kind of certificate, but it's just advised to get them because there will be some kind of more examination to check their language level too.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So, Alvin, does it answer your question? Alvin, does it answer your question? The explanation from Miss Munisa about the scholarship?
Yes, Miss, I get it.
Okay, good.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you too for your interesting question.
Yeah. So we have the photo session now.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Maybe you can turn on your camera.
Yes, students, please turn
Yeah,
on
students,
your
please turn
camera.
on the camera.
Students from Uzbekistan too.
Yeah.
Yes. Satamir, Marjana, please switch on your camera, please.
Arini,
No.
Putri, Ivan, Vivo.
Ayatollah, Giora. Okay, please switch on your Satamir.
Yeah.
John. Thank you. So Ivan, Ayatollah, turn on your camera, please. Azizbek, Dinoza, Diyorbek, Sabira, Zora.
Are they international students? Are they from Uzbekistan or from?
No, from Uzbekistan.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Mukbang boy, please turn on your camera.
Nice to know you all.
Yes. Okay, just turn it on.
Okay. Is everybody on cam? Or not yet?
So I guess it's okay now. Diyorbek, Mukbang boy, Diyor akharjon va kamera yoqinglar. Just escuche spray camera. I guess it's okay now.
Oh yeah. Enough here. Okay. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Second screen. I'll take the picture in 1, 2, 3.
I am in the first or in second. So I will just smile all the time.
Okay. Done. Okay, that's all. Okay. Thank you, Miss
Thank you,
Munisa. Thank you, Mr. Obek. Say our hello to him.
Okay, thank you so much for organizing this event, Ms. Nina.
Yeah. So we can continue the lecture tomorrow with you. Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much.
By the way, we haven't sent you the attendance list. The attendance list for the students. Please wait a minute.
Okay. Yes, it will be great if you send it.
All right. Okay. So students, please fill out the form, the attendance form. So you have to fill it daily when the lecture ends. Yeah, please fill out the form. So I can, what is it? I need the name for the certificates.
Yes, for the certificate. Thank you so much.
Is that all? Is there anything you want to say, Pak Yusuf? Pak Yusuf, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Where are you?
Here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
In front of my camera.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to say as the closing for today's lecture?
No. I think the program ran well. Then we have got so many questions, and maybe tomorrow we'll have more questions. I think the great number of questions signify that our students are interested in getting to know more about Uzbekistan and specifically Tuscan State University of Law. Hopefully this collaboration will run further so we can send our students to Uzbekistan and then you can send your students to Indonesia. And we can give you scholarships and you can give us scholarships too. Thank you so much, Ms. Munisa.
Thank you so
And
much
all
for
the students
organizing.
from Uzbek. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Don't forget to fill out the attendance form.
I also
Bye.
can send
See
it
you.
later. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Oh, thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you.
See you.
Saidamir Omonilaya. Yeah, sorry if I spelled your name. If I pronounce it
Saidamir.
correctly. Ajay Shani, are you from Uzbekistan? Ajay Shani? No?
No, sir. I'm from Indonesia.
Okay. Okay. I thought you were from Uzbekistan. Okay, bye. Thank you, guys. You can leave the chat room and don't forget to don't forget the attendance list.
Yeah, don't end the meeting, sir. Maybe some
no,
of
no,
them
no.
haven't filled out. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll give you 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes and then.
Yeah. Tomorrow the meeting will start at 1:30, yeah? 1:30 Indonesian time.
Okay,
So it means it will be
10.
10 in Uzbekistan.
Yeah. We have 2 people in the waiting room. I don't think I have to admit.
Pardon?
2 people are in the waiting room.
Oh.
Alfred, are you from Uzbekistan? Okay, can I end the meeting now?
Tadi daftar hadirnya bisa ya? Sudah dicoba? Bisa?
Yes.
Yang lain bisa? Ini
Yes,
ada
wait.
yang bilang nggak bisa soalnya. Takutnya nggak bisa.
Bisa, Miss.
Saya.
Bisa.
Sudah kayaknya.
Yeah.
Ya.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much. See you
See you tomorrow.
tomorrow.
See you, sir. See you.